Welcome, everybody. Today, we're talking about cryptid conspiracy theories. Is Bigfoot real? Or is the government just playing us and putting a guy in a fursuit? Grab your tinfoil hats and let's jump into the conversation. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the episode. Today, we're talking cryptid conspiracy theories. I'm your host, Blue. With me, as always, is the mistress of chaos, Michelle, and the bringer of light, Kate. So, let's jump into this. There are many conspiracy theories out there about cryptids. One of them being that the government has been perpetuating the myth of Bigfoot for many years. One of them being that, it's just a guy in a suit. Who knows? But I'm sure there's plenty more. Michelle?
Oh, I have thoughts.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Okay. I have heard this conspiracy theory multiple times. I am starting across the pond. Starting with the bad ones first.
Okay. Oh, they're all bad. I mean, let's just face it. Conspiracies in general,
conspiracy theory
most of them suck.
Right. This one's just terrible. This one's one of my favorites, though, because it's awesome. It suggests that if you look at the time frame from when Nessie, or as you know, she prefers to be called the Loch Ness Monstrous. If you look at when sightings of her began to the invention of the submersible, they kind of correlate. So realistically, Nessie is just a marketing ploy to get people to buy submarines.
I mean, it sucks, but it's not exactly the worst idea I've ever heard.
I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I mean, it's horrible, but
it's pretty bad. Yeah, the first time I read that, I was like, wait, what?
How about not just buy submarines, but make them too?
Well, we can ask the guys who wanted to go down and see the Titanic how that goes.
Wait, too soon? Too soon.
Is it too soon?
Yeah, I think it might be too soon.
I never had comedic timing. Anyway.
So what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is that it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like there's been a lot of people out there who've used toy submarines to create their photos, aka the famous doctor photo.
Yeah.
You know, so there's
I think it's most hilarious that the obvious the most known fake photo that we like 100% have proof that it was faked. We know it was faked is the one that everybody uses when they're talking about Nessie.
Yeah, the surgeon photo.
Yeah, the surgeon's photo.
Yeah, and you know, his whole thing was that he put a dinosaur top on top of a toy submarine and put it in the water.
Yes.
Like, okay. But
that's my favorite bad one. I mean, I have two more bad ones, but we'll just go through. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's a stupid idea. I mean, it's not entirely a stupid idea, but at the same time, it's just one of those things where you're like, but why do it in Loch Ness? You can do it so many other places.
And that's why it's a bad conspiracy theory, because it limits the market. So if you're saying, like, you know, what the conspiracy of go buy a submarine. Well, you're limiting it to Scotland. You're limiting it to submersibles. You're limiting it to one area of the world. So that's why it's just a bad conspiracy theory, because the marketing aspect of it is terrible. How many people can afford a submersible? And again, limiting the scope of the marketing. You're just not, your reach isn't there.
Honestly, if I was to go buy a submarine, it wouldn't be going into Loch Ness to go exploring. I'd want to go down and find the lost city of Atlantis. Like, that seems a lot more of a worthwhile trip for buying a fucking submarine.
Conspiracy theory on that one. Edgar Casey said the Loch Ness, or not the Loch Ness, the lost city of Atlantis was near the Bimini Islands.
I was hearing that they were over near the Triangle.
Yeah, Bermuda. Bimini Islands.
Yeah. So, but that
Road.
honestly, it makes sense to me that it's over there, and the fact that there was strange imagings from space, what looked like a possible city underneath the water. I mean,
this is a whole alternate episode we could do on
seriously.
Exactly, but I've seen some photographs, like some upper atmosphere photographs of places in Africa that have the concentric circles where you can see, like, yeah, that makes complete sense. It's a desert now, but it makes complete sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that the whole submarine thing is just total garbage. I mean,
yeah, it is, which is why it's my favorite terrible conspiracy theory.
I mean, we all know what my feelings are on the Loch Ness Monster. I've made it very clear on this show many, many times.
Yep. Eels.
So it's a throwback eel to an older age. So,
what's your favorite conspiracy theory about cryptids?
Mine is that the government is faking Bigfoot sightings in order to keep people out of areas that are high in certain mineral counts, in which they're going to excavate that area and get in there and take out these rare ores. It's quite interesting when I sit there and I think about it, because there's also the conspiracy theory that Bigfoot is known to our government.
That's my favorite
They
one.
know everything about it.
Yes. It was, oh my gosh. It was
They just don't want to make it public.
The firefighters it is said on this conspiracy that the firefighters, after one of the fires in California, in Northern California, came across a Sasquatch and were doing life-saving pieces of medical mojo on it, and the government came and flew it away, and that it exists and they're able to communicate with it.
There's also a story that touches on when Mount St. Helen blew.
Yes.
That some soldiers were standing by in an area. They had dead animals,
that one
piled up in different areas. But one guy saw coming out of a tent somebody who was over 7.5 feet tall, wearing a coat that didn't even reach his knees, and he was covered in fur, and they were told to follow him.
1980?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 1980.
Maybe.
May
they were told to follow this.
Or 18th, excuse me. May 18th, 1980.
Maybe it was the Great Khali.
I don't think so. I think he was still fighting prisoners back then.
Just saying.
And
But,
He was in
You know-
California in the 80s in the wrestling school.
was he? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. There was
But-
a famous wrestler death in the 80s.
He's not covered in fur.
But he could. Conspiracy. Maybe he was wearing a fur coat.
Not against that heat. But okay.
Just saying. Oh, I think
My opinion is
Yeah.
the one that I actually believe is that the government does know that these creatures exist. There's a reason why certain areas of national forests are cordoned off and quote unquote closed to the public. And it's not for any reason other than to keep people from encroaching on their habitat. If they were to make it public that they did know about Bigfoot, it would impact the logging industry in a negative way. And as we know from our current government, everything's run by big business. So that one I'm more inclined to believe.
so. Taking that one a little bit further, there's also some conspiracy theories that I read that taking pieces of yours where it is said that the Bigfoot is an unclassified or a classified government program. Like what you're saying is remote forest sightings often happen near restricted land. Strange military activity has been reported in some Bigfoot hotspots. It also explains why there is no definitive evidence.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
Oh, I don't know. There was evidence caught over near Ape Cave, which is around
Ape
Mount
Cave?
St. Helens.
yeah.
Those are lava tubes, basically.
yeah.
And people
And
have
they are
said
very-
for years.
They are
I've
very
heard-
cool.
I was watching a Bigfoot hunting show yesterday, and they were talking about the lava tubes, that there is a chance, this is also a conspiracy theory, that there is a chance that Bigfoot is a hominid that was an offshoot. I know we don't want to talk about Gigantopithecus, but because we're not, it's a hominid that is a Homo sapiens, not sapiens. It's a something that happened before we turned sapiens that maybe hid for safety or reasons in the lava tubes. And we all know lava tubes, underground caves. I mean, Mammoth Cave, Appalachia has all these caves that are interconnecting that we've never explored. So what are the
Well,
chances?
there's a reason for that.
Well, yeah, what are the chances that a Bigfoot species has made their home under these caves and lava tubes? They only come out when they need something. They've been able to farm. They've been able to do the things that they need to survive. They bury their dead. They cover their poo. That's why we can't find them.
I mean, there are several of those lava tubes over in Modoc County in California, which they're called the Lava Beds National Park.
Yeah.
Who says that?
Yeah.
Because some of those caves are closed off, and it's for bats. Which, okay, I believe that they moved in there and were, making themselves comfortable for certain times of the season. But what if it's something else? And they're just
Hey,
You say
maybe Bat Squatch.
You say
Bat
bats.
Squatch probably moved in there.
You say bats. I know Kate has a conspiracy theory about Basquatch.
not so much conspiracy theory, just question, and it goes right back to Mount St. Helens, which I'm an hour and a half away from that mountain.
Okay.
She has erupted more than once after the big eruption where she blew her top in the 1980s. The last one I want to say was 2012. And pretty much it was letting off steam in that dome that's inside.
Been there, done that, girl.
Listen, we all got to let off some steam sometimes.
Pretty much, but it was causing, little small earthquakes in that area and everything well before she decided to let the steam out. So, and it is counted as an eruption.
Yeah.
So, why did Bat Squatch only appear once? If he supposedly lives within the mountain and she has talked a few times and told us what she thought, or had enough of people and wanted to express herself,
Well,
why didn't he appear those other times?
We all know that Bat Squatch was photographed as a child and put on the cover of the National Enquirer.
Bat Boy.
Bat Boy.
Bat Boy grew up to become Bat Squatch.
Yep.
That's my new favorite theory. I like that one.
Just saying, where is he? What happened to him?
You heard it here.
Well, think about it. I mean, he had that big old dome.
He had to get photoshopped as an adult at some point. Come here.
I mean, at least there's a tasty beer named after him, so I'll give them that. But
Truth.
Facts.
Oh, I got an Ezra Bridger. Hi, sweet boy.
But anyway, like I said, a lot of these theories are fucking weird. They're out there.
I have a theory about cats, but they're not cryptids. I think the black and white ones, the mostly white with a little bit of black, I think they're insane.
Really?
Every single one of the cats that, like the black with a little bit of white, totally fine. But every cat that I've ever had that is white with a little bit of black, batshit crazy.
Well, hold on. I did discuss at one point about the completely blacks with a little bit of white at some point.
Yeah.
They're just cat fairies.
I'm telling you, this one right here has lost his goddamn cat mind.
I'll give you a great theory when it comes to cats. Cats are sociopaths.
They are. Maybe that's why I love them so much. Because we match.
Probably.
We match. We haven't talked about the other really good.
Mothman?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mothman. Okay, well, let's talk about Mothman. Let's talk about how people are saying that he's a government experiment that escaped.
See, I believe that one more than he's a sexy owl man.
No, but that is my favorite one. Mothman is.
Yeah, but no.
I don't know. Them big red eyes,
No.
It gets me every time. Spread those wings, sir.
No.
Spread those wings and spread them cheeks.
No.
Come get me, Mr. Bat. Whatever his name. I don't even care anymore. He cute.
Mothman needs to spread them cheeks.
Come get me. Come
Clap
get me.
Clap them. Clap those cheeks. Anyway.
I bet he's a good pole dancer.
Well, think about it. He's got to be light enough to lift off. So.
And exactly. And the little feet, and he probably hold on to that pole and
do nice spinnies.
Exactly. He's a spinner. I got nothing left.
I got nothing on that one. Listen, Mothman could be the harbinger of doom. He could be the result of something just out there that nobody can explain. But to think that he's a government experiment, why the fuck would we make something with moth DNA?
Okay, I watched Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. I know it's possible.
But the thing is not for nothing. Okay, no offense. Okay, here's a light, right? Here's Mothman. Oh, pretty.
Bam.
Again, I can believe the experiment
can't see.
gone wrong than the fucking sexy owl man.
I look, sexy owl. I'm all in. But think about it. Think about it. Where was Mothman first sighted? At a government TNT area.
A shut
where they
down
leave
government
A
TNT
shut
factory.
down TNT factory. Like,
But no
of all
offense, that also, I feel that, you know, all those goat man that we talked about are just fucking, you know,
Well,
science experiments.
there
well,
are
some could be science experiments. Some of them could be vengeful spirits. I mean,
Some of them can just have been summoned up from, you know, some evil book, and that's just some creature from hell.
as a former military member, I don't recall being asked a whole lot of times where they said, "Here, hold still, let me give you this shot." I didn't get a
no,
chance
we were just
to say,
told.
"What is it? What's it gonna do?" I just had to sit there and take it. So I think, conspiracy theories aside, I think a lot of these cryptids, I think a lot of them are government crafted experiments gone wrong. Think about the Philadelphia experiment. I'm just saying.
Or, you know, the wonderful place in Nevada.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
sore about the fact that I didn't become Captain America from all those shots.
Look.
Anyway,
I have an extra shield up
What?
here. And I got an Iron Man helmet.
fuck Iron Man. Anyway, Doctor Doom all the way.
Anyway, that is a good one.
But yeah, no, I mean these government experiment theories are interesting in themselves, but you just got to take them with a grain of salt. I mean, the only one that I can get on board with is that lizard people are running the country. Because think about it. Look at President Trump,
No,
right?
no.
No,
we're not
wait.
getting
People is its
political.
own show.
I know, but just hear me out real quick because I gotta get this off my chest. President Trump lately is falling asleep like during like crucial meetings, right?
Because he's got Alzheimer's.
Well, okay, but that neither here nor there. Think about lizards when they start getting older. They get very sedentary and they get very sleepy and they spend a lot of time like that.
I want to close out the episode with my favorite terrible conspiracy theory.
Okay.
I've only seen this in one place and I love it. I love it so much. Bigfoot is just a group of very organized, chaotic bears in disguise. Yeah.
You know, I feel that whole conspiracy theory was invented or brought to light from people who have never seen an actual bear, a real life bear.
I just
like
my brain.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Kate on that one.
Yogi Bear. I'm going to Yogi Bear, where like sitting on another bear's shoulders, wearing a Chewbacca outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. That's all I see in my brain.
They just want to steal your picnic basket.
Your picnic
Hey,
basket.
boo boo.
Exactly.
We need that picnic basket.
My daddy called me boo boo when I was little. I was boo boo.
Anyway, I'm gonna say this. I just watched a video that I just saw a bear well over 7.5 feet tall using somebody's fucking house for a back scratch.
Yes.
That to me. I went as well. There's nobody who's gonna think that that's a Bigfoot if it does in fact walk on its hind legs, because bears have a very distinct thing when they walk on their hind legs. They're very like their paws kind of go up and they got this weird little shimmy
that's the
thing.
They don't go walking around on their hind legs all the fucking time, too.
No, very short distances.
Exactly. And that's what like drives me nuts is like people are saying, oh, a bear can walk around on their hind legs. No.
I mean, no, wait, okay. I can disprove that because there was a very famous bear here in New Jersey named Pedals. Pedals had damaged front paws, and he couldn't walk on his front paws with all four legs. So
So then the
he learned how to walk on his back legs, and he walked around pretty good. But he still had that weird bear shimmy that they do when they're on their back paws.
but
Yeah,
that's
like
the
bear-
thing.
the
You're
bear
gonna say
thing.
that Bigfoot is fucking just a bear. Then why the hell is his arms downward like a regular
Yeah.
human?
I mean, a lot of people see that whole like sloping motion that they do with their arms. I mean, some people theorize that that causes forward momentum for them and gives them better stride. Makes sense. But when it comes to bears, I'm going to say that the idea that Bigfoot is a bunch of bears being typecast,
You love it.
Not
not
only
not my
that,
thing.
but the last bear that I saw was not this muscular looking, humanoid. It was
They
a
look chunky.
juvenile. It was
Well,
yeah, it was a chunky juvenile that I almost hit with my truck.
I was
So
traveling last week for work. I was out with my coworkers, and I saw some pretty awesome some bears at a club in Atlanta.
We're not talking about bears that look like
that's
Bigfoot.
Those
that's the
different.
wrong type of bear.
We're not talking about bears that like little men.
That
Anyway,
we're talking about the actual bears that live off in the wilderness and
yeah.
enjoy honey.
I would not be the queen of chaos if I did not do something.
So put something
Nice
horrible in our minds.
You're
Anyway,
welcome.
that about wraps it up for this episode of Cryptid Conversations. Are conspiracy theories full of shit? Yes, most of them are.
Did
Some
Bad
of them
Boy turn
might
into
have a little bit
Sasquatch?
of credence.
Yes.
Also, we've determined that the guy who shot Pedals is a fucking asshole.
Yep.
And that about wraps it up. I don't think that we're going to get anything better than that. So we'll catch you guys in the
we
next video.
Yep.
But it'd be a long episode.
It'd be a really
let's make
super
sure
long
that we're
episode if we
clear on
kept that.
this.
If we did a deep dive.
Bat Boy is Bat Squatch.
Bat Boy is Bat Squatch all grown is Bat Squatch is Bat Boy all grown up.
Yep, 100%.
I'll go with that. But that about wraps it up for us, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already.
Please.
And the best way you can support the
Blue
channel is to like the video down below.
Blue will do a dance for you if you do.
Thank you so
no,
much.
we won't. You will.
We'll have some news for you in the next episode regarding possible merch ideas. So we will talk to you guys soon. Please stay blessed, stay amazing. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad. And if you're going to be bad, at least fucking be good at it.
Evidence.
We'll catch you guys in the next episode of Cryptid Conversations.